I was early 20s, I think. And I was like, I had my own vehicle, and like I was moved out and everything. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to start hunting more, really learn how to hunt. And for some reason, bears, not for some reason, the reason is it just seemed like the most wild thing. Like a black bear to me, it's like everything wild. It's an icon to me of everything wild. So that's the thing that I wanted to learn how to do. I had never seen a bear before, and I was just reading about bears in Arizona, what I was supposed to do, the things I was supposed to look for, and that's all I had to go off of. Seeing that bear, that image is burned in my mind forever.
Eating food, drinking water, grabbing shade. We got camp all set up now. So we are just kind of recouping from the hike in, and then we're gonna go glass kind of right by our camp. There's a big basin I've hunted in the past. I've hunted a lot in the past, actually. So I have a lot of history in this area, so it's really cool to come back in here. I'm normally in here in the springtime though, so coming in here in the fall is pretty cool. It's kind of like a little bit of a different world. Things look a little bit different than they did in the spring. So, and the bears are certainly moving around more than they are in the springtime here. So yeah, we're just hanging out. Brian's going to be in tonight at dark, and opening day is tomorrow. So hoping we lay eyes on a bear this evening. Sun just went down. Weather got way nicer. Still haven't seen any bears, but we got about 45 minutes of glassing light left. So we're just gonna keep looking, and maybe we turn something up. I hope we turn something up. That'd be very exciting for tomorrow. Tomorrow's opening day. I was expecting it was going to be high 60s, low 70s, 40s at night. That's kind of, dude, get your pack off, man. What do you,
no, dude,
can you relax?
It's probably
please?
easier just to
get that off, dude.
Hunting was very much associated with I was following. I was like, okay, this is my dad's thing. I'm doing their thing, but I never, until this past year, I would say I didn't fully like element. I'm going out to places I don't know. I'm not good with a bow yet. I know a rifle. I feel comfortable with a rifle. Like, what else can I hunt? Like OTC, like bears pop up. As I start learning about them, it's all like, the caveat is these bears are in the worst places. People don't want to go there. People don't want to do this. It's in the gnarliest, nastiest shit. All right, I'm like, that piqued my interest even more. I was like, I was at that point too where I was like, I want to do something other people don't want to do.
It's opening day. Just kind of getting everything ready. Glassing spot's not too far away. We just got a little baby walk here. And yeah, hopefully we find some bears this morning. So we haven't seen anything all morning. Gonna head back to camp, drop all the stuff we don't need, any unnecessary weight, and we're gonna drop into the bottom of this basin, and we're gonna see if there's water down here. And I'm also gonna look at the food down in this area. And honestly, regardless if there's water, if I don't see the food down there, we might be leaving sooner than later, just because if there's no food for these things, they're not going to be here. So that's kind of the tricky part about bear hunting, is you got to proof the food, and if it's not there, you're kind of wasting your time. You need to move. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then that's the trail.
Right there's where the water is. I mean, let's give it a shot. I mean, that wasn't wonderful coming down.
No.
So, I mean.
No, so we take the bottom.
Yeah.
Or we can just, I mean, it's just all man's in you right there.
It's just a crapshoot.
Suck with
Yep.
no matter what.
Yep.
We'll stop messing about, shall we? What do you think? Should we just
Get out of here. Let's get weird.
make the call?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing food, a bunch of it. We're packing up, head back down to the truck. We're gonna move units and go somewhere else that means a whole lot to me. And I got a lot of years over there hunting bears, so. Just go down this way. We've only got 30 minutes until sunset, so let's just go down this way, hunt this canyon over here. And it comes around, hits another canyon, it goes straight that way, but then it goes around the backside, and there's another canyon on the backside of this, and I've seen bears all throughout that. Just this one bush right here has more food than we saw in 10 miles of hiking the past 2 days. So Already feeling better. This is what we're looking for right here. Gamble oak acorns. Oh, I'm freaking so pumped. We got natural shade here. We're not in a burn.
We got breeze.
We got a breeze. Yeah, I feel good.
The energy's palpable. I love it. Love it.
We walked up on that bear and took care of him, and we come up out of that canyon and we didn't know how to get out because it's bluffed, a lot of it. Now I know how to get out just fine, but back then we didn't know.
Right.
So what we did is we were all loaded down and we got to that bluff and we're like,
You had to turn around.
nope, we went up the bluff.
Oh shit.
And we found a crack in the bluff and we were leapfrogging bear parts up the bluff. Had tied my pack to rope with the hide in it and pulled that thing up the bluff, and that's how we got out. And we came out to the truck and I was like, oh my gosh, like that was the wildest thing I had ever done. And that was my first bear. That's how I got my first bear. Like 276 yards from where we need to be. was a third bear that we've seen this morning. He just popped up out of nowhere. I thought after we saw the first bear, I turned and I was like, I heard a rock roll to my left, but never saw anything. Then like an hour later, all of a sudden, right here beneath us, this like cinnamon bear pops up. like a decent boar too. So I saw him and I was like, there was like no hesitation, you know what I mean? It's probably like 180 yard shot. And hit him. He ran into these oaks and we heard a bunch of crashing. But I didn't hear any crashing past that point. We haven't seen him come out. So it looked like the bullet hit him like right where I wanted it to, so. These bears get me jacked up. It's been just about an hour since I shot that bear. We haven't heard anything, seen anything come out of this oak patch. So we're gonna make our way down, get in there, and hope for a speedy recovery. There is nothing. It's different than when you're looking at a deer. Bear, you never know what a bear's gonna do. Bear could like roll around like a dog. He could jump in a pool of water, go swimming. You know what I mean? He could climb a tree. He could go fight another bear. Like, there's so many cool things that they do. Like, watching them eat is something that I'm super fascinated by. Like a bear up in a tree, just like delicately. This animal that is supposedly like this like vicious creature, right? This like apex predator up in a tree, delicately taking acorns off of the branches. Took me 3 years to get my first one. I shot my very first bear in here. The bones are right over here. That bear's laying right there dead. It's just not an animal that people are often successful with here. So for me to like take the time to like really specialize in that and continue that success every year, just super, it means a lot to me, you know? And that down there was just like a full circle experience for me. I don't know what to say really. I came in here 10 years ago about wanting to learn how to bear hunt, you know, and I didn't know anything back then, and after a couple years of trying, you know, I finally got my first one, and my first bear, the bones are laying somewhere right here behind us in this same oak thicket. So to be able to come back here and this area that means so much to me, it really served as like a catalyst for my bear hunting addiction, and left a lasting imprint on me that I hold with me every single year. Is just beyond words special to me, you know. So I'm incredibly grateful for this bear. He's a beautiful bear. I'm so stoked on him. It's beautiful color on him, beautiful coat. He's gonna taste super good back at home. And yeah, I'm ecstatic, man. Thank you, dude. So nostalgic, man. I can't explain it. Just super cool returning back here after the first bear that I got almost 10 years ago, and bringing Brian's a newer bear hunter, so bringing him in here and letting him see like what this is all about in here, this spot that I've held near and dear for a long time. And like seeing his face light up, you know, and when the bears pop out and everything, it's pretty cool, man. Very cool.
Okay, I should probably reach out to people that know some things about these bears. So I was like, remember reading like Josh's stuff, and I was following them, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, I'm going up to this place, and like, this is what I think I know. This is why I'm there. And like, I'm not asking to be like, hey, show me where you hunt, but I just need some validation. Like, I need to be like, hey, he was super cool, because he was like, yo, you're on the right track. This is why this is happening. This is why this is happening. So I just started going out to this, like, so the general area, and I was attacking it from like all these different areas. And I started seeing more bear signs.
All right. Back at camp. Good vibes. Got burritos. Got some coffee. It's about just about 4 o'clock. So sunset's at 6. We're gonna head in and see if we can find another one for Brian. No bears tonight. I think there was a bear below us. I heard like a big branch snap down below us. Actually over kind of in the area my bear carcass is from earlier. So, but there was a big boar over to our left this morning. We didn't see that bear though tonight, so we're hoping we're gonna get over to where we were tomorrow morning, and hopefully stuff will be crawling around again. So get back to camp and hang out, get a good night's sleep. Oof. I'm tripping. The way the events of a hunt play out is truly unpredictable. I would have sworn that we'd get into more bears during this trip based off of what happened the first morning. But as Mother Nature would have it, we didn't. That's all part of hunting though. It's about rolling with the punches, playing the hand that you're dealt, and making the best of it. After 4 more days of doing just that, Brian would leave bearless, but not empty-handed. It reminded me of myself when I started bear hunting. So hungry for success, but so appreciative to learn about the moving pieces it takes to get there.
This morning, last hike in, we got to sit on a rock overlooking, beautiful canyon in Arizona. We were watching the oaks change colors, watch the sun come up, and I thought about it, and that's really why I got into hunting and bear hunting in Arizona, to see more wild spaces And that's exactly what we did. And, you know, it would have been great to kill a bear and, you know, take that meat home and prepare it for my family. But, you know, I got more out of this trip than, you know, I ever could have imagined. You know, I'm not going home with that bear, but I saw the spaces. I got to, you know, this hunting journey, I got to meet guys and that I never would have crossed paths with, and it's just continued to change my perspective and, you know, of the wilderness and really what's out there. You know, as we were walking off the face there, I said to Josh, I said, you know, it's an ending of this hunt, but it's really just the beginning.